What if I told you the most beautiful girl in Nairobi deliberately made herself look ugly on purpose? No filters, no makeup, no designer bags, just secondhand skirts, broken sandals, and an ancient Nokia phone. Why? Because she was tired of fake love, smooth talkers, and men who only chased her for clout, cash, or curves. In this story, we meet Zuri, a glamorous fashion heiress who transforms herself into a plain, shy nobody named Ngozi, all to test if any man could love her without knowing who she really is. But what starts off as a clever little experiment quickly spirals into chaos. A charming mechanic with secrets of his own, a best friend who stirs the pot, and a surprise twist that will leave your jaw on the floor. From hilarious disguises to heartbreaking truths, from dusty car garages to fashion runways, this isn't just a love story. It's a journey full of drama, deception, and the ultimate question: can true love survive a beautiful lie? So grab your popcorn, switch off the lights, and don't blink, because you won't want to miss a sec. Let's go. In the glittering suburbs of Nairobi, where Range Rovers hum through leafy lanes and Afrobeat playlists echo from rooftop cafes, lives a young woman who turns heads like traffic lights, Zuri Muchua. She's only 23, but already the hottest name in African fashion. Heiress to her late mother's booming Kaitenj empire, Muchua Designs. Zuri's face is on billboards, her style is on Instagram reels, and her runway shows are booked out months in advance. But it's not just the fame, it's the face. Zuri is so beautiful that Boda Boda riders crash into signposts. Hawkers forget their prices, and one time, a pastor paused his sermon mid-preaching just to say, brethren, God really took his time with this one. But despite the beauty, the brains, and the bank balance, Zuri is miserable when it comes to love. Ugh, if one more man calls me honey after seeing my car, I swear I'll move to Mars, she groans. Her best friend, Tasha, lounges nearby, eating spicy crisps and rolling her eyes. Tasha is everything Zuri's not: bold, loud, hilarious, and always ready to throw hands or throw shade. She's a makeup artist with magic fingers and zero patience for nonsense. You say that every week, babe, Tasha says, crunching. But the moment they say you're not like other girls, you give them your Wi-Fi password. Zuri throws a cushion at her. Okay, first of all, that was one time. And second, I'm starting to think it's impossible to find someone who actually likes me. Not my money, not my followers, not my face. Tasha sits up, suddenly serious. Look, Z, you've got what every girl wants: fame, fortune, cheekbones that could slice bread. But yeah, you attract clout chasers like moths to ring lights. Zuri sighs deeply and glances at her phone. An endless list of "Hey babe" texts from blue-ticked influencers, crypto bros, and one guy who sent her an invoice after their date. I want real love, Tasha, she says quietly. Like Matata love, Boda love, the kind that doesn't come with filters or finance talk. Just real. And just like that, a spark flickers in Tasha's eyes. Wait, say that again. Zuri blinks. Real love. No, the part about Matatus. Tasha's got that look, the wild idea look. Oh no, Zuri says, sitting up. No. Whatever you're thinking, I'm not doing it. But it's too late. Tasha is grinning, already plotting something crazy. And from that moment, Zuri's life is about to flip upside down. So, what does a rich, stylish, heartbroken heiress do when she's fed up with Nairobi's dating scene? Simple. She pulls a crazy move straight out of a Nollywood plot twist. And her best friend Tasha is more than ready to help. Cut to Zuri pacing dramatically in her walk-in closet, surrounded by designer dresses, heels like weapons, and silk robes fluttering like infused butterflies. Zuri spins around, eyes wide. I'm going undercover, she declares. Tasha blinks. Girl, undercover where? This isn't CIA. You're not Lupita Nyong'o in a spy movie. I'm serious. Zuri insists. No makeup, no wigs, no glam. I'm going full on, plain Jane. Like early morning Market Ani vibes. Tasha almost drops her glass of juice. So, you want to catfish a man with poverty? Zuri grins mischievously. Not poverty, authenticity. Tasha cackles. Same thing, sis. But Zuri is on a mission. The next day, they transform her. They even practice her new, humble voice in front of the mirror. Zuri clears her throat and mumbles shyly. Hi, I'm Ngozi. I sew buttons sometimes. Tasha wheezes. Buttons? Girl, you design entire collections. Not anymore, Zuri whispers, in full character. Now, I only mend trousers for uncles in the estate. Tasha throws herself on the couch, laughing until she snorts. This is madness. I love it. They give her a full backstory. Name, Ngozi Aking. Job, assistant tailor. Salary, sometimes they pay me in boiled maize. Hobbies, quietly humming imitatus and watching telenovelas with her landlady's cat. But beneath the jokes and disguises, Zuri is serious. Very serious. One night, as they sit on the balcony overlooking the glowing city lights, Zuri stares in her cup of tea and says softly, Let's see who really wants me. Not my looks, not my money, just me. The city buzzes below. A plan is set, and Ngozi is about to step into a world where no one knows her name, and love might finally find her without the spotlight. Now, every good love story needs a wild card. And for Zuri, sorry Ngozi, that wild card shows up one dusty Tuesday afternoon, wearing oil-stained jeans and a cheeky smile. Cut to a crowded neighborhood in Kale. Hawkers shout over each other. A goat is chewing on a plastic bag. Potatoes honk like they're speaking in Morse code. And in the middle of it all, Kevin. Kevin isn't your average guy. Yes, he's a mechanic. Yes, he smells faintly of petrol and sunflower oil. Yes, his fingernails have never known peace since 2012. But Kevin has swagger. Not Instagram swagger. Real-life charm. The kind that makes old mamas greet him with my daughter is still single. Oh, and little kids chase him for soda money. He calls everyone boss, whether they're a customer, a child, or a stray dog. Boss, pass me that spanner. Boss, that tire is crying for retirement. And today, Kevin's eyes land on Ngozi, Zuri's undercover self, walking hesitantly into the garage, clutching a battered handbag and looking unsure of everything. Her voice is soft, nervous. Excuse me, my phone fell in water, and now it just flashes like a disco light. Kevin peers at her, squints, and grins. Madame Ngozi, you and your Nokia are fighting again. Zuri flinches. Wait, did he recognize her? But no, he's just reading the name tag she stitched on her shirt. Ngozi Tailoring Services. He whistles at her outfit. A faded purple blouse with sequins from the Stone Age and a long, washed-out skirt that drags like it's tired of life. Kevin gives her a playful smirk. Those skirts? Vintage, or just very tired. Zuri bites back a laugh and clears her throat, staying in character. They're traditional, passed down from my auntie. Heritage. Kevin nods, mock serious. We love a girl who respects her ancestors. As the afternoon sun begins to dip, Kevin hands her the phone, somehow fixed with tape, prayer, and mechanic magic. No charge, he says casually. Next time, just don't drop it in tea again. Zuri tilts her head. How do you know it was tea? Kevin winks. It smells like ginger. Boss. Zuri walks away, heart beating slightly faster than it should. She came looking for someone who could love her for who she really is. And now, standing under Nairobi's golden light, she wonders, could this funny, dusty, engine oil-scented stranger be the one? So here's the thing about Kevin. The guy doesn't flirt like Nairobi boys do. He's not sliding into DMs or flexing his abs in gym selfies. He just shows up. Every time Ngozi visits the garage, Kevin's already waving. Boss lady, welcome back. The sewing machine, still behaving. He fixes her battered Nokia for the second time. No problem, he shrugs. This phone and I have become close friends. I even gave it a nickname. Asterisk the Titanic asterisk. When it rains, he shows up out of nowhere holding a mismatched umbrella with one broken arm. Your Majesty, he jokes, holding it over her like a royal escort. Shall we walk through the floods of Kale together? One day, a group of boys on the corner snicker as she walks by in one of her Ngozi outfits. Madam Taylor, those shoes, did you borrow them from your grandmother? She looks like she escaped from a 90s music video. Before Zuri can even blink, Kevin steps in front of her, dead serious. Say one more thing, and my spanner will greet your teeth. The boys scatter, mumbling apologies. Zuri is stunned. Nobody's ever defended her like that. Asterisk, especially asterisk, not when she wasn't looking her best. That night, in Tasha's apartment, the two friends sit cross-legged eating ugali and stew. Tasha squints at her, like a detective from a Ghanaian soap opera. Okay, let me get this straight. He fixes your phone twice, walks you home in the rain, and threatens children on your behalf. Zuri grins dreamily. He didn't threaten children. They were like 17. Tasha raises a brow. Girl, that's threatening children. She pauses, then leans in closer. What if he already knows who you are? Zuri stops chewing. Wait, what? Tasha waves her spoon dramatically. What if this Kevin guy is acting? What if he saw you on a magazine cover once and is just waiting for you to drop the poor girl act so he can pounce? You ever think of that? Zuri frowns. She has wondered. He's kind. He's funny. But he's not impressed by her. Not once has he complimented her looks. He's never asked for her number. Never tried to slide into her life. He just helps. I don't know, Zuri says, stirring her food absent-mindedly. He's different. He talks to me like I'm invisible and important at the same time. Tasha isn't convinced. Just promise me you'll be careful. I've seen Nollywood. That guy could be plotting something. Zuri laughs, but her mind is racing. What if Kevin does know? What if this whole time she's the one being tested? Is Kevin really the kind, genuine soul she's been searching for? Or is he just playing the long game? Only time and a few more accidental visits to the garage will tell. So picture this. You're pretending to be someone else, rocking the world's driest wig, and suddenly, boom, the mechanic you've been low-key crushing on invites you to a wedding. A real wedding, in public, with people, cameras, aunties. Zuri nearly passes out on the spot. Wait, what kind of wedding? She asks, eyes wide. Kevin shrugs, cool as ever. Just my cousins. Food, music, a few hundred relatives. Come, it'll be fun. Zuri's pacing back and forth like she's prepping for a heist. How am I supposed to hide at a whole wedding? Weddings are like social x-rays. People will see me, Tasha, see my face. Tasha is already holding up outfits like a stylist on a low-budget makeover show. No stress. I've got you. It's time for full-blown rural church Ani mode. Zuri stares at herself in the mirror, blinking. I look like I sell roasted groundnuts in the back pew. Exactly, Tasha grins. You're invisible perfection. Zuri, sorry, Ngozi, walks beside Kevin, clutching her handbag like a shield. She tries to disappear into the crowd, but Kevin keeps her close. This is her, he says proudly, introducing her to his family. She's not flashy, but she's the most genuine person I've met. Zuri freezes. Did he just say genuine? His aunt smiles warmly and leans over. Ngozi, welcome. You're the first girl Kevin's brought to a wedding. Usually it's just him and his toolbox. Zuri manages a shy smile, heart racing faster than a matatu with no brakes. Cut to Kevin handing her a plate of jollof rice and grilled chicken. You okay? He asks, noticing her silence. Zuri nods. Yeah, it's just, I've never been someone's plus one before. Not like this. Kevin shrugs. Well, you're someone now. To me. Zuri's cheeks warm. Not from makeup this time. Here she is, dressed like a forgotten background character in someone else's movie. And this man is proudly introducing her like she's the main event. Zuri's mind spins faster than her skirt. Is this real? Does he actually like her for who she's pretending to be? This wasn't supposed to get this deep. She wanted to test his heart. But now, it's her own that's being unmasked. Zuri thinks her undercover mission is going well. Too well, maybe. Kevin's been kind, respectful, and even emotionally available, which, let's be honest, is rarer than a Matata driver obeying a red light. But Tasha? She's not convinced. Look, she says, applying her eyeliner like a warrior painting war stripes. If this guy really likes Ngozi for who she is, he won't even blink at the real you. Zuri frowns. So, what, you want to test him? Tasha grins, slipping on heels sharp enough to cut tension. Oh no, darling, you're not testing him. I am. Hey, boss, she says, leaning against the counter like it's a cocktail bar. Kevin slides out from under the car, wipes his hands, and stares at her. Not rude, not drooling, just curious. Can I help you? He asks. Tasha plays coy. I was just passing by and wow, you're even hotter than the rumors said. Kevin raises a brow. Rumors? Tasha chuckles. You know, word travels. A fine, hard-working mechanic with strong arms and soft eyes? That's a hot combo. Kevin smirks and shrugs. Well, the arms are real. The eyes depend on the lighting. Tasha leans in. You free tonight? Kevin doesn't hesitate. Pretty girl, he says, but you look like you'd block me after one date. Tasha's caught off guard. Excuse me. You know, Kevin chuckles. You give luxury and soft life. I give grease stains and power tools. We're not in the same movie. Tasha tries again, this time tilting her head, flirt meter on full. But what if I like your kind of movie? Kevin chuckles, grabs a wrench, and shakes his head. Nah, I've already got someone. Tasha arches a brow. That girl. Ngozi. Kevin wipes his hands again, then nods. Yeah, she might be weird, says strange things, dresses like she's allergic to color. But he smiles to himself, she's my weird. Tasha blinks. Zang. She backs away slowly, her heels suddenly louder than before. Thanks, boss. Just checking. As she walks off, Kevin calls out, tell your friend the perfume was nice, but it's not my kind of engine oil. You're not gonna believe this, she says, dropping her bag. Girl. He passed the test. What? Tasha tells her everything. The flirting, the shrug, the she's my weird line. Zuri's heart does a little flip. Maybe this isn't just a test anymore. Maybe, just maybe, this is turning into something real. But even when love feels real, secrets still weigh heavy. And Zuri's been carrying a big one. How long could she keep pretending before the truth comes knocking? Everything was going so well. Zuri was finally ready. After weeks of lies, wigs, and awkward dancing, she decided it was time to tell Kevin the truth. She'd even rehearsed her speech in front of the mirror. Hey, Kevin. So, I'm not who you think I am. My real name is Zuri Muchua, and okay, wait, don't walk away. It was clumsy, but it was honest. But fate? Oh, fate doesn't wait for perfect timing. Fate has Wi-Fi. Bro, you need to see this. He hands Kevin his phone. On the screen, a crisp, glossy Instagram reel from a fashion blog. The caption reads, Zuri Muchua stuns again at the African Designers Gala in Lagos. Billionaire beauty, creative queen, national treasure. And there she is, Zuri, in a shimmering king gown, surrounded by cameras, with that same shy smile. Except this time, no cheap wig, no oversized skirts, no dull makeup. Kevin squints, heart-dropping. Bro, Mwangi says again. Isn't that your Ngozi? Cue dramatic pause. Kevin zooms in on the video. Same eyes, same laugh, same voice, same girl who sews buttons sometimes. His smile fades. Slowly, the phone drops to his side. The laughter in the garage fades too, like the world just muted. So she lied to me, he says softly. Mwangi whistles. Looks like it. Me. I told you. Nobody uses a Nokia on purpose. Kevin turns away, breathing heavier now. The memory reel plays in his mind like a cruel montage. Zuri pretending not to know how to order food at the local kiosk. Zuri giggling when he called her skirts tired. Zuri saying, let's see who really wants me. Just me. It was all a joke, he mutters. All this time, I was just part of some rich girl experiment. He laughs bitterly, jaw clenched. Funny, I didn't know love came with a script. Little does she know, the truth already arrived. And it didn't wear makeup. Zuri wanted a real love story. But every story has a twist. And this one, it's about to break more than just hearts. Some truths arrive slowly, whispered between heartbeats. Others crash in like storms. Zuri's truth? It was somewhere in between. She stands outside the garage gate in full Zuri Mucha mode. Not Ngozi, not button sewer, but the real deal. Her hair flows in soft curls. Her makeup flawless, but not loud. She's wearing a sleek African print blazer over high-waisted jeans and gold-studded heels that click like confidence. But her eyes? Her eyes are scared. She takes a deep breath and walks in. The boys stop what they're doing. Mwangi nearly drops a wrench. Yo, bro. She's here. Kevin turns. Silence. Zuri stands there, heart pounding. Her voice comes out softer than she rehearsed. Hi, Kevin. He stares, expression unreadable. No smile, no warmth, just stone. I came to tell you the truth, she says, stepping closer. But I guess you already know. Kevin doesn't speak. Zuri swallows hard. Her voice shakes, but she powers through. My name is Zuri Muchua. Yes, that's Zuri. But when I met you, I was tired. Tired of people only seeing my money. My face. My mom's empire. She forces a laugh, light and hollow. So I became someone else. Just for a while. Someone simple. Just to see if someone could love me. OT, the designer. Not the rich girl. Just me. Kevin finally speaks. You think this was a game? Zuri flinches. No, it wasn't. It was never about making fun of you. He cuts her off. But you lied. Every day. His voice is calm. But behind it there's hurt. Real hurt. I opened up to you, he continues. Told you stuff I don't even tell my boys. And all that time, you were playing a character? Zuri's eyes well up. It wasn't a game. It started as a test, but then I met you. And everything changed. Kevin shakes his head. You had a choice. You could have told me after the first date. The second. Even at the wedding. I was scared, she says, voice breaking. I didn't want to lose you. He looks her in the eyes, and for a moment, just one moment, there's something there. Pain, longing, maybe even love. But then he turns away. Too late. He walks past her, doesn't look back. The only sound left is her heels against the gravel as she stands there, frozen. The truth came out. But sometimes, even truth can arrive too late to fix what lies broke. And now, Zuri must figure out, how do you repair something that never got the chance to be real? A week has passed, but it hasn't healed much. Zuri is back in her high-rise apartment overlooking Nairobi. Her studio is quiet, filled with the scent of fabric dye, chai tea, and disappointment. She sits at her design table, pencil in hand, staring at a blank sketch pad. No colors, no ideas, just silence. A vibrant wax print falls from her lap. She doesn't pick it up. Tasha bursts in, wearing a giant sun hat and sunglasses like a Nollywood diva escaping paparazzi. Okay, pause the pity party, she announces. I've let you sulk for 7 days. That's 1 week too long for someone with cheekbones like yours. Zuri doesn't even smile. Tasha sits beside her. Still no ideas? Zuri sighs. I used to create from love. Now, I don't even know what that means anymore. She flips through old designs. One labeled Sunset in Kale. Another, Cornrow Queen. They were all inspired by Kevin. And now, they just hurt. Tasha reaches over and gently closes the sketchbook. Look, I'm going to say this once, and it's going to sound like a line from an Instagram caption, but hear me out. Love is messy. But regret? Regret is permanent. Zuri finally looks at her. You loved him. He loved you. Yes, you messed up. But you also told the truth. That has to count for something. Zuri bites her lip. What if he slams the door? Tasha shrugs. Then you'll hear the slam and move on. But at least you'll know you didn't let your pride steal your peace. Beat. Silence. Then, Zuri exhales, stands up slowly, and heads to her closet. What are you doing? Tasha asks. Zuri pulls out something simple. A plain kaitinge dress, flat sandals, and no makeup. Showing him the version of me he fell for. The real version. Tasha raises a brow. So no lashes? No lashes. Lip gloss. Coconut oil. Tasha puts a hand on her heart. This must be love. Zuri walks past it all like she belongs, because somehow she kind of does now. She reaches the garage. It's quiet. Kevin is under a car, again. Because of course he is. She steps closer, clears her throat. Kevin slides out, sees her, and freezes. She looks nervous, eyes wide, hands shaking just slightly. I just wanted to say, she begins, I'm sorry. Kevin doesn't speak. Zuri takes another step. I know I lied. I know I broke something. But you should know everything I felt was real. The laughs, the talks, the way you made me feel seen. That was the realest part of my whole fake life. She reaches into her bag and hands him something, a sketchbook. It's open to a new design, a dress, bold, beautiful, labeled, My Weird. He looks at it, then at her. I can't undo what I did, she says, voice cracking. But I can show up now. Truthfully, completely. A long pause. Kevin finally speaks. So, no more sewing buttons sometimes. Zuri laughs. A real one. He breaks into a smile. Just slightly. I missed your weird, he says. Zuri smiles back. I miss my mechanic. Mwangi whispers, Aki, love is sweeto. Sometimes, love shows up in overalls. Sometimes, it hides under bad wigs and worse accents. But real love, it survives truth. And Zuri? She's about to design her greatest collection yet, stitched from honesty log, her, and maybe a little engine oil. Love found its way back, and this time, it wasn't hiding behind cornrows or car grease. 2 weeks later, Kaol is buzzing. But not because of traffic, not even because the Matata drivers are playing bongo at full volume. No, today it's buzzing because of a wedding. Yes, you heard right. A wedding. Well, sort of. Zuri and Kevin aren't getting married yet, but they're throwing a thanks for not blocking me party at Kevin's garage, and the entire neighborhood is invited. Zuri's mother arrives in head-to-toe royal blue chitinge and sunglasses bigger than her opinions. She scans the scene and whispers to Tasha, So this is the boy who smells like oil but stole my daughter's heart? Tasha grins. Yes, ma'am. And now she smells like love and brake fluid. Kevin, now wearing a crisp white shirt, but still somehow a grease smudge on his collar, takes the mic. He clears his throat, looks at Zuri, who's laughing with kids in the corner, still glowing without even trying, and says, I used to think love was about finding the perfect person, but turns out it's about finding someone weird in the same way you're weird. Zuri walks up beside him and adds, and sometimes you have to wear ugly skirts and fake cornrows to find that person. Everyone bursts out laughing. Then Kevin kneels. The music cuts. Gasps fill the air. Zuri's eyes widen. Kevin. He pulls out a tiny keychain. It's shaped like a heart, but made out of scrap metal. He made himself. This isn't a proposal, he says. Yet, but it's a promise. That I see you. The real you. And I love that woman. Wig or no wig. Zuri takes it, tears in her eyes. That's the most beautiful piece of scrap metal I've ever seen. Cue cheers, ululations, and a sudden shout from the DJ booth. And now backslash. Let's party. Then, just when we think the story is wrapping up, a mysterious figure in a hoodie appears at the back of the crowd. He pulls out his phone and whispers, So faking your identity to find love works, huh? He turns the camera to himself. Yo, TikTok fam. New challenge unlocked. I'm about to become an Uber driver, but I'm really the CEO of the app. Let's see who falls for me. Oh, here we go again. Like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification button to get notified when part 2 drops. Who knows? Your true love could be in the comment section waiting for you to drop a comment. So, do well to leave your comments in the comment section.